What's up, y'all? Welcome to Real TV. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't liked or subscribed, why not? This is Michael Israel, pre-recorded, sponsored by Real TV. This morning's episode is called "You Will Be Tested." You will be tested. Nice beat. Let's go ahead and get to the program. So, we're going to talk about a few topics tonight that is very, very important. So, I'll just touch on some personal things in my life story that maybe you can relate to. So, my grandmother had to be rushed to the ER. And where I live at this current moment, there's not a lot of immediate family readily available. And today, I was fortunate enough to help my grandmother get there. Now, on my way there, I was walking in the neighborhood, and I remember praying to myself. Pardon me, I wasn't praying to myself, I was praying to Yahweh, the Most High, and the Most High. My youngest sister previously went over to check on my grandmother, and she was telling my mom that she was scared because the way that she was talking, my grandmother wasn't eating or drinking since Sunday. As of right now, it's Wednesday. And my sister was scared. She didn't know what to do. So on my way there, I was thinking to myself, I don't want to be scared. So I started praying. I did the Our Father's prayer. And from there, I asked Yah to strengthen me. I asked to have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, the heart to be able to go through whatever the situation I was about to experience, and to give me the words to say, and to give me the strength, because there's a scripture that says when we are weak, He is our strength. And mind you, right when I say that, right, this is a trip. As soon as I say, Lord, you are when I'm weak, you are my strength, there's this German Shepherd. Now, mind you, it's late now. It's late. It's like 9:30. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm walking in this neighborhood, and I see this German Shepherd. But before I see the German Shepherd, I see this guy fixing the water hose to the side of his house, because he, it looked like he's out washing his car. Well, this German Shepherd comes sprinting my way. I mean, literally. And I'm up there, flinching just a little bit. I'm thinking man, should I run? Should I not? I was thinking they say you gotta stand still when the animal is coming. So I'm stand my guard, playing at my feet. And the dog it came sprinting at me, but it got maybe about 5 feet away. And then once it got 5 to 3 feet away, then I started to get ready to run a little bit. But the dog stopped. You will be tested. You will be tested. Then Yahweh go into the desert after 40 days and 40 nights to be tested by Satan. And Satan went to him and said, you should cast this, what did he say? Because he was fasting for 40 days and nights, right? So he said, turn this stone into bread. He was testing them. He put them on the mountain, on the highest mountain, to see all the kingdoms of the world. Hint: the world is flat. How is it that you can go on one mountain and see all the kingdoms of the world? If the world was a ball, you couldn't do that, because you got the left side, the right side, and the base. Alright, but I'm not going to get into that right now. That's for a different podcast. But the fact of the matter is that you will be tested. Moving right along, I got this envelope today that was... I got this envelope, in essence, that said that I won $2 million. Come on now. How many scams are they going to pull around income tax? Right? So, the first thing that got me, because I used to be a mail clerk at one time, for like my first job when I was, for like one of my first jobs. And on the front of any envelope, if it says pre-sorted standard, that means that that mail is going out in bulk. So, with this classification of mail, I looked really close and I noticed that there was a red stamp, like it said pre-sorted standard, but there wasn't an official stamp on the envelope. It was engraved in the envelope. So that was sign number one. But then it says something along the lines of judge's seal with like a judge's stamp. You open it up, it has a check in my name, $2 million something. You can get up front, or you can get this amount in a lump sum for every month for 30 years. Right? So, looking after all these clues, I'm thinking this is not legit. And then to put the icing on the cake, it says you have to send this envelope within 7 days from date, but there's no date anywhere on the envelope. There's not even a date on the stamp, because it's not even a real stamp. There's not a date. And then, to top it all off, oh gosh, it's just insane. It's just insane. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll get back to it in just a moment. So again, thank you for joining Real TV. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back in a moment, y'all. Okay. I'm back. That was quick. So I wanted to see if I could find that envelope, but I cannot remember where I placed that. So that's going to be a quick short break. So, but to say the least, it was saying that in order to get the $2 million, you had to send them $11 fee and some change just to get it. Come on, guys. That's so fake. If you're getting any of these letters in the mail, or if you know someone who knows someone who has gotten this article of deception, trash it, or send it off to your postmaster, your local postmaster, and or post office, where have you, the post office manager, and tell them to stop sending you that stuff. If you're going to give me a $2 million check, why are you asking for $11 in change just to get it? Now, just mind you, there's a couple of things that's happened with this. For one, nobody's just going to throw a check in your lap. We're not just going to get things for free. It just doesn't happen. This is the world that we live in. It just doesn't happen that way. So, what also is the case, of course, is that income tax is around. So somebody's looking for money. And if you can get a couple of thousand or a couple of 100,000 people to give you $11 or $12, then you're making buku money. Because there's people who are unemployed. There's people who can't put food on the table for their kids, their little ones, who are in vulnerable situations. And they would send $11 to fall for this prank, to fall for this lie. Now here's the thing. There's another thing that could be happening. There's a third thing that could be possible. It sounds like a locator or a skip tracer. A bait mail, a bait and switch. So if you're going through any money issues, any unpaid debt, whether it's student loan, car note, unpaid credit cards, etc. If you have something like that, this is what I call the bait and switch, the bait and switch, a roundup for all those debtors. And what it is that there's this act. It's called the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And under this act, it prohibits debt collectors from using any type of deceptive practices, using abuse, unfair, or disadvantaged ways from collecting money from you, deceiving ways to collect money from you. That's wrong. There's an act that protects you under that. But here's the loophole. If you were to cash this check, right? Or if you were to attempt to cash this check and you sent in the $11, then technically you're inviting them in. You're inviting them in to reopen your debt. And with that being said, with this open case or reopen case, you're now obligated to pay this debt. Here's the other scenario, right? Let's say you were not paying your bills, whatever bills it was, your student loan, whatever. Just example, you're not paying your bills, just in general. Okay, let's just say that you wanted to cash this check, right? But let's just say with this judge's seal, which is on the front of the envelope, says that you need to meet at court such and such. So you meet up at the court, and you're there to claim your prize. And as soon as you attempt to claim your prize, you're sent to an undisclosed private room. And in this private room, there's a warrant for your arrest, or there's some type of reprimand for your unique situation. So disregard these envelopes and these things that you're getting. Just remember that you will be tested. I give you another example. I give you one last example. Today, I brought 2 Sprites. I brought 2 drinks, pardon me. I brought one for my lady, and I brought one for me. They was cold too. It was hot. It was hot today in Georgia. About 89 degrees. And for one, I wanted to drink my drink. I was about to take a sip. And as soon as I was going to take a sip, there was a hobo or a poor guy on the sidewalk. He asked if I had any change. I didn't have any cards or any cash on me. And I said, I don't have any. I said, you like Sprite? I don't have any change on me. And gave him the drink. We know not when we entertain angels. You will be tested. Remember that.